We're gonna use B-Girl and Crazy Sexy Curl. I have Kinky Curly Knot today, and my hair is my leave-in. So I'm gonna go in with the mousse and then the custard. So we're going in with the mousse first. And y'all know I like to go in sections, and I do a lot of smoothing. And we're gonna go in with the B-Girl custard. Ooh, okay, Misty Blue, okay. I like the way that feels. You know what, I gotta make sure I don't go too heavy-handed with this custard because we already know. So that's what Sasha's looking like, just with that little section already did. We are just going to smooth and, oh, did I just hit the phone? My bad, curl friends. So I feel like I didn't get no custard right here. Hold on, let me get a little smidgen. Like when I say a smidgen. Wait, hold on, I didn't finish answering the question. I'm sorry, Kim's hair. Let me answer your question. She asked about why did I use the leave-in, and is it to help distribute the B-Girl custard, the products. What I was saying was, I'm sorry girl, I can't walk and chew bubble gum at the same time. I am using a leave-in because I realized that after over a year of not using a leave-in or deep conditioning treatments, that was not good for my hair. I had listened to some experts that said that water is the most moisturizing thing you can put in your hair. I'm gonna say, for me, water is the most hydrating thing I can put in my hair. But it's not the most moisturizing thing I can put in my hair for me, right? So it's like, I heard someone say, it's like when you get in the shower and the water gets all over your skin. I'm going in with the custard now. When water gets all over your skin, it hydrates your skin. But if you get out of the shower and you don't put no lotion on top of it, let me say it one more time for the people in the back. If you don't put no lotion on top of it, what happens? Your skin gets dry, it gets to itching, and it gets, it gets all crusty. You be walking around looking like Ashy Larry, looking like a crusty critter, right? So I've been thinking about that, and I've been thinking about some of the issues I was having, with my hair and all that. And I talked to some tight curl specialists. Dry as a powder house, girl, right? Like you fresh out the desert. And I got to thinking about that. And then living in Arizona too, and the extreme drying heat, I was like, oh no, child. And I've noticed, just how my hair has changed and stuff. And I had been noticing how it was changing over a period of time. And I was like, what in the actual Sam Hill is going on? Like, the devil is alive. But my hair has gotten better since I implemented certain products, botanical gels and all that kind of stuff. But what I realize is my wash and go technique has gotten so good that you can camouflage some stuff that's really going on with your hair when your wash and go technique is pretty stellar. It's pretty stellar. So with that said, I realized that my hair was like not just dry, but it was dry, like real dry. So I've started re-implementing deep conditioning treatments for the time being. Hopefully I won't have to do one every time I wash my hair, but for right now I need to. I'm going in with the Crazy Sexy Curl foam. I didn't know to call it a mousse or a foam, with the foam, and then I'm gonna go in with the thing. So then I've re-implemented that, and I'm using leave-ins again for that reason. So I hope that answered your question, beautiful. That is why. And that was a great question. Because why are you using mousse first instead of gel first? Because one of our curl friends, Misty Blue, I put it out to the people, and y'all said do it that way. So I'm just giving y'all what you want, and especially because she has been a real one. Like a lot of you have been just amazing. Like, oh my gosh. Like, I don't know why I'm so blessed. Like, so blessed. Like, I would have been done stopped doing the influencer thing if it wasn't for how amazing a lot of you are. Because, honey, they crazy. Like, it's some craziness. It's the wild, wild west. Y'all just have no idea. People are afraid of folks. Like, it's crazy. It is crazy. Who would have even thunk it? Who would have even thunk it? Okay, so look how pretty she already is. Ooh, she cute. She cute. She already doing it. Oh my goodness. Yes. So that's why I'm choosing to put the foam first. And it makes sense to me because I think overall with the custard going on top, I think I'll get a better result. Look at those curls with just the leave-in in them only and some extra water added in. So when you see me going like this, I'm just putting water in. So now we're gonna go in with that crazy, sexy curl. Smile for the people. Act like you've been somewhere before. Don't be embarrassing nobody. I'm so excited to be doing a live wash and go for you guys. Next question, is the gel supposed to foam? So the gel isn't what's foaming. What's foaming is the crazy sexy curl because I'm going in with that first. So that's where you're seeing the foam. Is that what you're asking, sis? If you need to clarify, go ahead and clarify for me because I might have missed your question or maybe you thought I was just using, one product. I don't know. How's your scalp feeling? What co-wash did you use? I knew you were gonna ask that. I used a co-wash by Hair Rules. Anthony Dickey? Now I'm gonna go in with the custard. I gotta remember the steps in the order that I'm doing stuff so I don't miss Nathan. I used his co-wash. But, you could really, honestly, unless you're gonna just have that be your cleanser, because his is supposed to be a non-sudsing cream cleanser, but I just didn't feel like that for me got my hair clean enough, and I just strictly used it as like a pre-poo. But you could just use conditioner first to go in with. But that African Pride is bomb. That coconut and aloe is bomb to pre-poo with. This is looking really promising. Really, really promising. Okay, so I've already done this side, right? Just right here. So now I'm gonna go to this side because that way I can start to close up that part in the back because I don't like that. You see here. I'm gonna put a little bit more of my leave-in in this section because it just feels, I don't know. I'm gonna go on with that amount just for good measure. I might be doing the most, but I am not playing. My hair feels so much better since I added back in my leave-ins and my deep conditioning treatments. Like for real. Like, it just feels like it's behaving different. Nikki B says, hi Shelly, can you explain how you use kinky curly leave-in on soaking wet hair? How much do you use? Great question, love. No, so I use it on damp hair because I want to make sure that it gets, I'm going in with the crazy sexy curl now. I want to make sure that it gets, that it's in there and that it's not being rinsed out with too much water. I don't do it soaking wet hair. Matter of fact, if you watched my YouTube video with Big Papa, where I used the Kinky Curly Not Today, I applied the Big Papa in a way that I started with damp hair because I wanted to make sure I didn't rinse my leave out in by starting on soaking wet hair, because that defeats the purpose in my mind, because I'm serious about that leave-in right now. I'm kind of getting my strength back since I've been back in the gym this week. Don't play. I'm like, huh, and I see, and just like that it opens. You see what I did there? I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. Oh my gosh, so I got some girlfriends who are trying to revoke my black card. They're trying to revoke my black card because one of them went to go see Beyonce in concert over in Europe. Okay, got it. So I started just a new one. Make it easy. I probably don't need to put this other part up in here, but we gonna do it anyways because this Nate be, suspect sometimes, so it could use a little extra. I hope I don't overdo it and then have helmet head. I guess I don't be keeping up with mess. Oh, let me come back really quick. Sorry, I'll be all over the place. My scalp. You asked a question about my scalp. Don't ask me how stuff pops back into my mind, because I'd just be all over the place. And by the way, just look at my ends, how good they look. So let's put just a smidgen of water right here. Just, you know, a little drink. My scalp feels much improved, like way better. It's still slightly itchy, but it really starts to, like, I get little tingles here and there, but for the most part, I feel like now when it starts really itching, it's more so itching due to needing to be washed. Like today, it was 7 days, my scalp was itching. So I was like, okay. And my scalp really started itching on day 5. Like I was fooling by pushing it out longer. I really should have done it sooner. So thank you for asking about that. My scalp is much improved. I'm gonna use a little bit more of this B-Girl right in here, just to make sure everybody's getting some love and attention. Oh, and you know what? Real quick, using a leave-in and deep conditioner, my curl size, not that we're, you know, trying to chase for bigger curls, but just my hair is starting to just look like it used to. And like, it's weird. It's almost like my curls just look different. Like they're looking like I remember them, how they looked when I was a curly girl in the early 2000s. Because, you know, I was a curly girl before one other time. And then I really did accidentally get, well, I got a service put in my hair that I didn't really know what it was. And and then all of a sudden I was like, oh, I guess I'm straight again. Because I was like, I guess we straight again, friend. But I almost got my black card revoked because, child, how many years later? But I did not know that Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce and that she made a whole album about it called Lemonade. I had no idea. No idea. I was like, she made that for me. Oh my goodness, I had no idea. I would have been right there with her, just singing, talking about Becky with the good hair. I would have been saying the same thing. Because, anywho, you miss me now. You miss me now. How about that? Okay. Let me see. The dew is in the building. Hey, the dew is in the building, y'all. Well, hello. Happy Sunday. We are just enjoying this wonderful Sunday, having a good time with your amazing products. Can we just say thank you so very much? Can we just say thank you? Would you like to join the live and just talk to the people and tell them something? No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to. But thank you for the stellar products. Like, I honestly, and I ain't trying to hump your leg because I don't get down like that. Like, I shoot straight from the hip. That's one thing. Like, I just do what Jesus loves, and that's tell the truth. I have not tried anything so far that I can think of that I don't like. All your stuff is so good to me. So good. And I know you say we don't have to be building and stuff and doing the most. A lot of us be doing the most, but you just have fun products to experiment with and to play with. So I can't even fake the funk and act like I'm not going to continue on, because I just really, really like it and appreciate you. Oh, but you know what? Let me tell you what product. And everybody's trying to come up with one, honey. Everybody's trying to compete with you. Let me just show the people. Look, and I ain't even playing. Like, you want to talk about a serious supporter of your business on my own dime. Say it one more time for the people in the back. Hallelujah. On my own dime. This right here, you did some serious sorcery with that right there. And this crazy sexy curl. But that Mousse Def, I don't know what you did. I don't know what you did. But you got so many people. You got so many people trying to keep up with you. Like everybody's trying to come out with one. But look, I'm not even gonna pull them out but look, I'm not even playing. And this ain't it. I got a shopping problem though. Hold up, wait a minute. Look how, ooh, honey. Sasha just showing out for the people. She's just like, you know what? Let me give them a show. Misty Blue says, I like long videos. I listen while I do other things. I don't mind long YouTube videos either. I like them. I really do. Like I enjoy them. And then if people are creative and they put like little funny things in, which y'all know my personality, I can't help myself. Like I love a little comedy included because you know it's enjoyable. It's like you making your own little movie, like, and you have the creative license to just add into it. That's why I really like YouTube even more so than Instagram, because you're limited with the time on Instagram, but on YouTube, honey, you can just go. But you know, will the people watch? I'm gonna try out a longer video and see what y'all do. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna see. You know, YouTubers get analytics where they can't see the person skipping. I don't want you to be like, oh my gosh, she can see the people skipping, like she saw me skip. No, but we see like at what part of the video people lose interest and skip. I mean, I haven't gotten all into it like that because quite honestly, like if I'm just being honest, I honestly don't care because I'm not in it to like try and capitalize or I mean, it would be cool to get monetized on YouTube and do a little something, you know, a brand, help a sister out just a little bit because it is a lot of work. But I enjoy it. I just enjoy it. I do it, you know, because I enjoy it. There was a moment that I kind of got caught up and I was trying to make content for what I thought everybody else would like, and it was starting to feel like work and not that enjoyable. Now I'm going in with the crazy sexy curl. The crazy sexy curl. Yes. Come on, crazy sexy curl. Do your thug thizzle. Work your sorcery on these strands. Look at this. Look at this. Tell me, and look at that. Look at, wait, hold on. Let's just give the people what they want right quick. Look at Sasha. Girl, tone it down. You ought to be embarrassed. You ought to be shamed. Sasha got a mind of her own. Like, I think Sasha got a whole man and family. Like, I really do. I'm just going in with a little bit more B-Girl Custard. I can feel where the product kind of escaped my hair in a couple of places because we're getting close to that area of my hair that I like to call the mister. Y'all know what part we talking about? Y'all know? So I'm getting to that part, and that part usually takes a little bit more TLC. I usually build the product on it just a little bit more to keep it in line. Because, honey, I will hit it with the diffuser, and it'll dry, and it'll look like it's straight off Thirst Island. Like, it'll look like you didn't pay it no attention or give it Nathan. So I just go in with a little bit more and spend a little bit more time. Usually put like a little bit more water in it and that sort of thing. And it seems to really just help because that area, I don't know what it is. Is that because that's where the sun be hitting? I don't even know. I can't even figure it out. Like somebody professional, please come tell me why, you know, everybody got like a mister. My one friend calls hers the boss. My other friend calls hers the motherland. Like, ooh, she's cute. You will see me smooth more than rake, but my hair will start to, the curl clumps will just kind of start to fall, you know, apart on their own. And why am I stuttering like something? I was like, not making fun of anybody who stutters because that's you know, that's tough. But I was really just going in for a second. It sounded like a record on replay. But my curl clumps just kind of fall on their own. But if anything feels too big, then I'll break it apart. This combination, let me tell you, when you put the B-Girl foam on, it coats the hair so nicely. Like I could literally just use that. But then you put that custard on top. And if you've ever used I Create Hold, that's the feeling that it's giving me as I put it on top. I know it's totally different from that, but that's just the sensation that my hands are feeling you know, as I apply her. Let me see. Everybody saying hi to the dew. So, oh, look, I put this pump on top of your B-Girl Custard because it just makes it so easy to, you know, apply the product and you don't cross-contaminate and stuff. And it's so nice. And, you know, the peoples love it. And they're always asking me, where did I get it from? And I can't take ownership of having like one of my girlfriends told me about it. She's not an influencer and she saw somebody else use it and I don't know who that person is. Otherwise, I would totally give them credit because I am just, you know, acting like it's all mine, but it's not. But it's not anyone's. Everybody can, you know, everyone can partake and, you know, ain't nobody, cock blocking up in here. Oh no, not that shit. See, that's why we can't ever save no live. Tight Curl Natural. So did you add a leave-in before adding the dew product? Sorry, got distracted. No, you ain't never got to be sorry. Not over here. Not over here. I did. I added Kinky Curly. Not today. I'm going to add a little bit more right here just because I feel like I don't really feel much. And y'all know I done got serious about my little piece of leave-ins now because you know, if you've been following me, you know, people don't like that I'm, you know, speaking of my experience and just keeping it 100. But I'm not going to lie to you and tell you I'm doing something other than what I'm doing. I'm just not going to do it. I'm going to be very honest and tell you what I'm doing and why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm using it because I just feel like my hair needs that additional layer of protection, you know, to help keep the moisture in. I'm not a cosmetologist. I ain't got licensed the first, you know, and I could be sadly mistaken on it, but I have talked to, you know, a few tight curl specialists and stuff, and they highly recommend it. So I done ran back to Jesus and I'm using it. See, that feels really good. Okay, let's go in with this crazy sexy curl in them. It's just easier to do it in sections. I don't know if y'all do your hair in sections or not. Look at that. Look, I haven't even, all I've done is just apply her in and smooth her. And look, she looking like a snack. So she's trying to get her some tonight. I mean, I swear, the day I get to the pearly gates, I know, well, Jesus knows my heart. Our Lord knows our heart. He gonna just be like, is you? He gonna be like, give her a glass of ice water because she gonna need it. Hold on, let me get this front really good because this front be on some tomfoolery. You know, when you have, well, for me, the areas of my hair that I know act a fool and I know like be rejecting product, no matter how good the product is, I just paid a little extra attention. Look at that. Look at that. Don't you know no good? Don't you know no good? I'm like a camel. Sorry if I missed your response to the pump for the gel. Where did you get it? No, sis, don't ever apologize. Not over here. That's one thing we're not going to do because as women of color, we have had to apologize way too much for things that we probably needed to be apologized to about. You know what I'm saying? Go look in my Amazon store. Not that I'm trying to get you to go shop in my Amazon store, but it's the easiest place for me to list stuff that I use, that I love, that's tried and true and proven. If you go over there, you will find it. I'm gonna add some water into this because this is the hardest part of my hair to style. My hair starts to get super fine the closer to the front that we get, and she just tangles very easily. Although I will say, not to sound like a broken record,
since I got my hair cut, blown out hair, it's like day and night different.
I know I overdo the detangling, but I can't help it. Pet peeve of mine is to be trying to style over here where you feel any sort of like tangle. I can't do it. I've tried and it drives me crazy. That is just such a pet peeve. And I feel like I get my best wash and goes when I just listen to my hair, feel my hair, I'm in tune with it. And I'm just, you know, giving it what she needs, Give it to her. I kind of kicked myself that I wasn't listening to my hair. Like, you know when you know that your hair is needing something, but because you're being told one thing, you're like, okay, well, let me just keep going because others know better. I will not do that ever again. If anything, not just hair, but in life, if anything is screaming wrong and no, I'm going to listen to my gut and I really do listen to my gut on most things. I don't know why with this hair thing, nobody's saying nothing negative. Ain't nobody saying nothing negative. Just saying, there might be a couple of different ways you want to look at things and address things and proceed. There ain't nothing wrong with that. We want to make sure we are closing up that part. Look at that. Oh, did that just hit me in my mouth? I'm going to add a little bit more leave-in into this section too, just because I feel like I need to. Because like I said, we being serious about it, just, to trap it in. So I'm going to go in with about that much. Ooh, that feels good. I just got a tangle in my hair right here, and I can feel it. Is it still there? Or did it fall out that easily? This part of my hair, like, it is not for play. Oh, wow. What? Oh my gosh. Normally when I get one of those, like, it feels like a straight, like, knot. Like that literally, there's no way. Is that really? Oh my gosh. It really just melted out of my hair. That haircut. And wow. Wow. Okay, I don't want to get it on my scalp, but we don't want no puffy roots, so we're going to get real close. Right on the edge. Look, I live on the edge. I was a little kid that you told don't touch the flame at the campfire, and I'd be sitting there when you weren't looking. That's a good example that's the kind of stuff I wanted to do in my head, but you'd have to go camping to actually do it. And then I was too afraid because we got our butts tore up. Like we gonna just say child abuse. We just gonna say some people should have, it was a little bit of child abuse going on. Like for real. Okay. Like, I'm like, you can keep children in control, but you ain't got to do all that. We might have some feelings about it. As an adult. One of these days, I'm going to write a book. I actually have been told I should write a book because I have a story. Y'all, I have a story. Speaking of stories, thank you again for all the love that you guys showed me on that post. Where I'm showing myself when I graduated from grad school, and I have Kennedy. I'm just being extra right now going in because this is seriously the area that it'll look like I did Nathan to it. So when it just has this feeling that I can just tell that it just ain't exactly right yet. So that's when I just go in, and more isn't always better, but for me it seems to be with this. But I'm heavy-handed anyway. Like, I be keeping companies in business because they go ahead and use all of that. Apply it, build it. Just act like you're building a house and just build it. I think you need a little bit more. I be going heavy. Like, certain products, if I like you, you don't even have to worry. I'll keep you in business just with Shelly. Like, I need a hair fund. I need to do a GoFundMe for just the hair stuff. Well, not a GoFundMe, but that's being extreme. Okay, I've been on this section way too long. Let me stop because I'm nitpicking. Look at how she's so cute. Look at that. She just looks, I'm telling you, since I started putting, let me shut up. I just sound like a broken record. I know you guys get sick of me, but I'm just telling you the truth. Like, that's probably too much. But you know what? We don't care. We just massage it in. But on that post, I always have to joke when I talk about serious stuff because I do get, kind of caught up. But the love y'all shared on that post was just so wonderful. Thank you. That was a very, very challenging time. I mean, I've had a lot of challenging times, truth be told. I've had more than my fair share. And it's honestly why it's hard for me to just enjoy fully where I'm at in life, because I just think that like things are too good to be true right now, and I'm like, I just always keep waiting for the unimaginable and unbearable stuff to happen, because I'm like, oh my gosh, life is just too good. It's just too good, because the stuff that I've dealt with, whew, it is really not for the weary. I'm gonna go heavy in the paint with my little piece of B-girl custard in them. But anyway, so I do appreciate the love on that. Like, I feel like just the things that I had already gone through, I feel like, and through my faith, like there's obviously people who, demonstrate their faith and they show up, and do things different. They not only talk about their faith, but they truly show it in how they walk with, like, volunteering their time in the Lord's house and, just all the things. And I clearly don't do that because I'm over here doing my hair on a Sunday. But I honestly was an avid churchgoer. Not that I have to be like, ooh, that looks so good, like pleading my case on that or anything. But I have struggled ever since my pastor passed away. Like, that was hard for me. But I need to get over that. I need to build a bridge and get over it and get on into the house, because that's that's food for the soul. But anyways, what I'm saying is that, with my faith, because, I feel like church is within you and stuff, that doesn't mean that you should not show up, because you still should. But church is within you. And I just feel like with my faith, he really helped me get through that time. Because, honey, when I say, like, I only said verbal abuse, but there were some other things, like it was a lot. And I really forgot what my name was. If you would have called me the B word, I would have been like, yes, here, present. But if you would have said Shelly, I would have just kept looking, because I wouldn't have known you were talking to me.
Hey, who said that? Who said that? Who said that?
Because it was just crazy, crazyville. So I'm just smoothing my curls, and I'm just going to pull them all back like that. I'm gonna put a little. This might be like helmet head for real, but I'm thinking because of the leave-in and because we did that crazy sexy curl underneath, that she ain't gonna be. But we don't want heavy today. Could you imagine anybody being mean to me?
We do not care.
Oh my gosh. I don't understand. I don't understand people, why they're with people if they're going to be mean. Like, let them go. And especially if you see that they're too, I'm just going to start hitting my edges up. I'm going in with a little bit of extra B-girl custard and just what's on my hands. Like, if you see someone ain't going to let you go if that's when they got you. If you're too weak to leave, But at some point, you find your strength. And at some point, you tell that person to kick rocks.
Period.
Because you're better served by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Child, when I was in grad school and I was juggling all of that and moving, I moved twice too, by the way. When I was dealing with all of that, when they finally, actually I don't know how they do it in other grad school programs, but they actually handed out our caps and gowns and our hoods. See, I missed this hold up. See, that is so weird. I put so much, and this part right here feels like I didn't put Nathan in it. Okay, but we got you. I went into the bathroom. Everybody was all happy and just normal. I literally went into the bathroom and went into one of the stalls. And when I tell you, I got the ugly cry, like that cry where you just jerking, where you like, where you can't even, you know, that ugly cry, that super, sorry, I'm out of focus. I apologize, y'all. This is why I struggle on YouTube, because I be like just getting it and don't even know that I'm like here. But I'm figuring it out. Okay, there's the back. I think I closed up that hole really good. She is laid. Like look at the curls. Let me get up close, because you know we what? We nosy up in this piece and we want to see all the things. We are back just like that. That was super quick. So this is our end result. Hey Shelly, Sasha is voluminous and popping. I love it. Thank you, DBL. I should have timed to see how long it took to dry this hair. The shine, the curl definition, like it's literally just all of the things that we would want. What else? Is it firm? Is it a firm hold? Like she got some crunch to her. Like if somebody would touch it, they would say, your hair is kind of crunchy. But even with that, she has like so much, you know, movement. How's your cast? She's stiff. She dried super fast though. Like so crazy fast. And my hair was really wet. And she dried so fast. How long do you think it'll last? Oh child, it'll outlast my scalp, put it that way. She's a keeper. It'll last. And with this volume, like already popping off, like it's amazing. And there's no like white cast, there's no flaking. Let me go back for you, cause I be shaking. Look, okay, there you get a good look at her. See, and then we gonna shake. We gonna shake slower. Okay, is that better, sis? You know, I'm just used to. I get excited and I get to just doing all the things. Oh, I'm gonna say this really quick. Because we had an extensive talk about curly cuts and stuff. You know, how do I want to say it? My ends weren't just thin. I had no problem with that. They were split. There's a difference between thin ends and split ends. Louder for the people in the back. They were chewed up. They were spit out. So, like, you know, just dig a little deeper. Okay, and yeah. Until next time. Love y'all. Bye.